What is up, everyone? It's your boy Cookie, aka Primož. Some of you know me by my real name, and yeah, I'm gonna go. This is my first voiceover. It's not gonna be the best, I know, but yeah, first race of the F1 Esports Challengers event was China. I did not like the track. Not my favorite, probably one of my least favorites on the game. But yeah, this will be my final lap of the short qualifying we had. Yeah, I knew I was gonna be hard to qualify in top 5, and my aim was just to get a good lap. But yeah, turn 1 down to 3rd gear, a section actually, to get a good entry to the 2nd corner, go into 4th, get a good exit, turn into 5th quickly, and go down the straight flat out this corner and down to 3rd, rotate the car with braking, and get a good exit, decent exit, not the best but decent. Here you try to go flat out, but you just can't exactly go flat out, but you have to avoid these curbs on the inside. They're deadly. Turn, oh, I don't know which turn it is, but yeah, go this double left-hander, 4th gear, very tricky. You can lose the rear very quickly. Going to the end of sector 2, brake at 100 meters, down to 3rd, quickly up to 4th, and then 5th on the right-hander. This is very tough corner. Again, you can lose the rear very quickly if you're not careful. Tires overheat at this point quite a bit on this track as well, so it's very hard to nail the corner. I lost around the 10th in that corner alone. My nerves got to me, and yeah, just didn't maximize the potential here. Brake at 100 meters, down to 3rd. Try and just miss the curb on the entry to get a good exit. And last corner, try and take as much curb on the inside and eat it. I was kind of hesitant, just wanted to get a good lap, and yeah, as you can see, 30.1. I think you're gonna see pole position from Tomek was 29.8. I was a few tenths off the pace, which I expect on this track, and yeah,
5 positions.
As you can hear me, I found that John got a 5-second pace 5-position penalty for apparently blocking someone in qualifying, which wasn't true. But yeah, unlucky. And yeah, starting from P10, you could say it's not the best position. I'd rather be in P11, but I knew this track is not gonna do me well. I think a lot of people don't like this track. Just overheating and low grip is not fun. But yeah, let's go to the start. 5 lights, and you gotta get a good start in this events, because basically that's where you can gain the most or lose the most, and you'll see in a few seconds. I gain 1 position already, get John on the start, and then get a good positioning for the turn 2, and you can see 3 guys crashed out of the race basically already, and which promoted me to P5 right now. But I raced Kitten before the event a little bit, practicing this track, and he was quite faster in race pace than me, so I was just letting him go and trying to stick with him. And yeah, first 3 laps nothing really happened to me, just managing my tires, keeping my ERS quite high. And yeah, at the end of lap 3, I think everyone pitted, most of us. But yeah, you gotta be very careful. You don't want a 5-second penalty in these events, because you can go from, let's say, P4 to P13 with those 5 seconds, which would be actually absolutely devastating. But yeah, I think Wilson and Piotr both pitted a lap earlier, and you're gonna see Piotr got an undercut, I think, and yeah, I think he got to P2, but provisional P2, and Wilson had, I guess, a bad lap, and yeah, I stayed in front of him, so yeah, didn't lose a place. And yeah, it's like I said, it's very hard to overtake in these events. Everyone is just so close to on pace, and making very small mistakes. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and it's hard to really do any overtaking per se in the DRS train. But yeah, you can see, as you saw, Piotr in 5th was already derating, which means he doesn't have more than 10% DRS. I was preparing myself to overtake him in the last lap, as I had around 30% more than him. 25, I'd say 25. Sorry, and yeah, nailed the first corner. I was basically on him in going to the second one, and yeah, I was just planning to overtake him on the back straight with my ERS, and you're gonna see the guy behind me, Ruben Valeo, sent it on me, and
yeah, he tried. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot!
Sorry for my language. Yeah, but I was very furious
What a
at that.
fucking idiot!
As you can hear my frustration.
That's pushing someone.
He basically
bump past.
Like I said, bumped past me. Wasn't nice and not fair in my opinion. And unfortunately, due to that, I couldn't get Piotr at the end. And yeah, this was basically first race. You know, it was very black. I mean, very boring from my perspective, at least. I didn't do any overtakes besides lap 1, turn 1. And like I said, you can hear my frustration. And yeah, after the race, Ruben got a penalty, so I finished P6 nonetheless, but I feel like I could have gotten P5 if it wasn't for that, in my opinion, stupid dive bomb from him. But you know, you gotta expect
P6,
this.
I think. If that's not gonna be a penalty, I don't know what it is.
You gotta expect those kind of racing standards from some drivers on these level. You know, I knew that from going into the race, and I think it continued in the second race as well, which we're gonna go through.
What the fuck
is
wrong with his? Like, he was 2.5 behind me, and he just sends it down the inside.
You can hear my frustrations again.
Can someone clip that probably on Twitch, please?
And yeah, P7 on track, but after penalties were rewarded to Ruben, I got P6. Still happy with the result, nonetheless. Gained 4 positions, and I think my goal of the first event was achieved. So yeah, going to second race. The second race is always one shot quali, not a short quali. So you got one shot, and if you mess it up. You mess it up. If you don't, well, yeah, you gotta try and not mess it up. So yeah, let's go to the first corner. Again, brake before 100 meters, like 120. You can see I missed the apex by a mile, lost around the 10th, upshifted quickly to 5th. Nice. This was a nice exit. Down to I think 4th gear here, actually 3rd, yeah. And I forgot to double shift to 5th, and I lost the rear here again. Not perfect, but it did. You know, first sector high 0.6, which is quite decent in one shot. Middle sector. Absolutely nailed this apex up to 4th, and this to the most crucial part of the lap. Trying to get this corner right is so hard, at least for me. Getting a good exit, upshifting from 2nd to 4th on the exit. I managed to get it absolutely right. Going to this corner, I missed the apex and went in the outside curve. I lost quite a bit of time there. Wasn't the best. Again, not the best lap, but it's a okay lap, let's say. For a one shot, you know, under pressure, I was at the end of the lap quite happy with it. And going to the last corner, trying to just touch the corner on the curb on the inside and absolutely maximizing the exit. And yeah, that's a lap around Bahrain.
P6.
Yeah, I managed to get a P6 at the end, which was quite nice.
Was a decent lap. 0.5, I think.
Yeah, only a 10th and a bit off pole position, which I would say I could achieve, but under pressure I was happy with a 0.5. So yeah, this race a bit more action packed, at least from my perspective. So let's go on both with it at the start. You're gonna see Keaton disconnecting, unfortunately, and he did not manage to participate in the second race as his game crashed. And you can see I got a pretty poor start. Almost lost position to Flores, who was absolutely nailing the first the start, but I managed to get on the inside of Wilson, and got pushed a bit wide here but nonetheless, I managed to gain one position as Keaton disconnected. And here Can just outbreaks himself and gets damage, hitting Wilson, and that was basically a game over for him. So 2 races, 2 crashes for him. Very bad, very unfortunate. But yeah, I was up to P4. Basically, again, a few corners into the race, which is absolutely amazing. I knew I had the pace of the front guys as well. So yeah, for me, I didn't plan on overtaking anyone. You know, I just wanted to get some good points and just stick behind them. And yeah, that was basically it for first stint. Lap 4. At the end of lap 4, I decided to pit quite early. You know, try and do an undercut, try and overtake someone in going 1 lap earlier into pits. And Flores, I think, goes with me, which I saw him do in the practice ones. So yeah, I kind of decided to do it the same. But yeah, pace was decent. I could follow. You know, DRS is just it's just that, you know, DRS trains are just too big here, and it's very hard to overtake if you're not the, let's say, second car in the DRS train. But yeah, we were allowed to cut the the white lines, so don't get mad at me. They're allowing that, and the steward said that it's okay. So yeah, everyone was doing that. Yeah, going to the next lap at the start of 6th, I was pushing like quite a bit, burning quite a bit of ERS as well, which I shouldn't have done looking back at this race right now. You know, I managed to undercut Wilson, and managed to get to basically a P3, but unfortunately John was pushing, and I had to basically burn my whole ERS battery to just stay with Samuel and John, and which kind of put me in a vulnerable position.
Might get me up.
From
Not
Flores. Yeah, as you can hear, I decided not to fight him because it was pointless at this point. I had no ERS, I couldn't defend really, and I didn't want to, you know, lose extra time fighting someone. Yeah, and just the next lap, it was the same thing with Wilson. I just didn't have enough ERS to defend from him, and I kind of just let him through. As you can see, he does an easy overtake. I don't defend at all. Just didn't want to waste you know, unnecessary time to fight with him. Like you see, they just backed off, and yeah, just try to stick with these 2 guys.
Not fighting him either.
Yeah, you can hear me. Not fighting him either. Tomek, I think, yeah, had a very I think invalidated in the qualifying and started basically last. He had a great recovery. He's just on another level right now, and yeah, hard to compete with him. But you can see we are going to lap 11, and Piotr is very close. I have no ERS, and I think he didn't have any ERS as well. And yeah, braking very late, and I still got pushed from the behind from Piotr, and this is very annoying from my stance. It settles a car, it puts you out of the rhythm, and it really, you know, made me angry that he did that. Here I made a bit of slight mistake, and he straight away sent it on the inside.
Yeah, you try.
And just, yeah, again pushed me a bit, didn't back off, and again cost me a lot of time, and then send it here again.
Man.
Pushed me again. Wasn't fair in my opinion. Not clean race, and again here, this is how the race ended. A bit unfortunate. In my opinion, he could have left more room, as I was basically left with no room
next time, bro.
As I wasn't gonna back down from fighting him. It wasn't fair in my opinion, and yeah, I tried to defend as much as possible, but yeah, not successful, and finished unfortunately out of points at the end with 1 penalty. Wasn't great either, but points, first event, you know, I'm P11 in the standings right now with 8 points, which is very good for me. Like you see here, okay, I was pissed, and I'll try to do better in the next event next week. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.